Good morning, YouTube. Like, subscribe, and share. Okay, the title of this video is going to be There Are No Such Thing as Coincidences. I hope you guys know that, right? Okay, and everything happens for a reason. That too. All right, first of all, I'm going to have a video linked in my comments. It's a Morgan Elena video that just came out for context for some of these things I want to talk about in the Gypsy verse right now, okay? Also, if you didn't watch my last video, please go watch it. And please, guys, take heed to what I said, man. Get yourself prepared a little bit. I'm not gonna go through it all again. But please, I warned you like I'm supposed to do. All right? Spread around, at least get you some clean food, water, some basic medical supplies, alternative ways to cook if you have to. And some ways to keep you warm. It's getting cold out now. I'm not saying anything's going to happen tomorrow, next week, next month, but it's going to happen, okay? All right. So we'll leave that alone for now. Now let's talk about the content of some things in this video that I want to point out and talk about. Okay, in the video, Mia, okay, is one of the things that you go to the live on Mia and they ask Mia point blank in a live. So she's on the spot. When do you see Aurora? And she just stops and then she smiles and she goes, I see Aurora when I see Aurora, like that. Okay, obvious. Okay, no, does that prove it by itself? Of course not. There is no baby, man. Second, about Mia, I'd like to talk about. Morgan Elena says there's rumors about GYPSY Rose somehow got Mia as a nurse fired from labor and delivery. Now I don't know how that would be, but she's transferred over to dermatology, I guess in the same hospital. Okay, which would be a dermatology office in the building somewhere, right? Okay. And she was trying to say it's GYPSY somehow did it. Well, Morgan Elena checked in her LinkedIn, and yeah, she's moved over to dermatology. Okay, let me explain something to you guys. Again, I've never been a doctor, but I've known people in medical school and been friends with doctors and shit. When you get done with your 4 years of medical school, then you sign up for a residency in the specialization you want. Unless you just want to be a general practice doctor or like an ER doctor, you can just take your 4-year degree and then go. Like that. You can take your 4-year medical degree. You know, you got to get a bachelor's degree first, then you go to medical school for 4 years. So it's 8 years. But if you want to specialize in like pediatrics or surgery or any of the fields, OBGYN, all the fields, then you have to get a residency somewhere. And they're competitive. Only so many seats are in each residency, and you have to apply for it. And it goes by your grades in medical school, and it goes by the scores on these tests that you take. Okay? And the number one most difficult spot to get into, the most coveted thing in medical school, believe it or not, these are the smartest people of all the doctors, is dermatology. I'm telling you, look it up. That's the most competitive. It's got the least spots, and the most people want it because many reasons. It's 9 to 5. It's never much. No, you're never on the weekends. There's no dermatology emergencies, and you're never on call. Most other doctors don't have that. Okay, there's never a dermatology emergency. It doesn't matter how bucked up you are. You can go to the emergency room. They'll handle it until Monday. Whatever it is with your skin or hair or whatever, they will handle it till Monday. It can be handled till Monday, okay? So that's the most coveted spot, okay? And they make good damn money. You guys, anybody that have dealt with dermatology, you know, that is the number one and most difficult one to get in medical school. So, again, I worked in the field, never been a doctor, but I worked in a hospital. And what I'm telling you is the dermatology nurses that work in the office, they don't hire LPNs for that typically. You have to be an RN typically to be the dermatologist. Why? I don't know, but typically that's how it goes. It's been my experience. And those nurses, again, it's 9 to 5, cushy job. Doctors get paid well. They get paid well usually. It's never it's just with skin and stuff. They're just weighing people and taking medical and histories and handing out ointments and shit and standing in there with the doctor and assisting with stuff, man. It's a cush job. And it's the one they all want. Brand new nurses don't walk into dermatology unless you know someone, okay? They don't just walk into that. The nurses are waiting for that position. 9 to 5, weekends off, never on call, ever. And it's not messy even. Okay, and you don't go home ever upset or stressed or heartbroken because people are dropping. No one drops dead in the dermatologist's office. Okay, I'm getting to a point here. Mia just was transferred over there. And they're trying to say, oh, she got fired. If she got fired from the facility, she would have been fired from the facility. She was transferred over for a reason. It ain't got nothing to do with Gypsy. And I'm going out on a limb here. I have zero evidence of this, zero proof of this, but I've worked in the field and I know when they do shit like that, when they transfer a brand new nurse over to that cushy spot over there, it's for what reason? I've seen it done before. And I'm not saying that this is true. I don't know this to be true. I don't know these people. No one else has told me this is true about her. I don't know nobody that knows Mia. This is pure conjecture and supposition because I've seen it before. And there's no other reason this brand new nurse that doesn't know shit yet would be sent over to the most cushy nursing job you can have that everyone wants, that there's a fucking waiting list for. Okay? But for one reason. They took her from again, I don't know this. I'm not accusing her of this, guys. I kind of am, but I don't have any proof of it. Because there are lots of narcotics in labor and delivery, and there are zero narcotics in dermatology. And I hope her license isn't already I hope she's not already on probation with her license where she's having to take drug screens every couple of weeks and at random and having to go to counseling and all this and can't be around narcotics for the next year. Hope that's not happened to Miss Mia yet. It sure looks like it. Okay? Unless she's got some real good in there connect we don't know about. But the rumors is, watch the video that's linked below, that she got fired because of Gypsy. But she's still in this facility, but she's been moved over to dermatology. That doesn't make any sense at all, guys. At all. Now, there's something else I want to touch on. Remember, I told you guys you guys have heard The Simpsons predicts things. Oh, another Simpsons prediction. They're not prediction, guys. That's predictive programming. They're telling us what they're going to do. They tell us what's planned. That's why it looks like a prediction. No, it's their way of telling us because they have to. And then it happens, guys. Right? The three-head riders of Freemasons. These are the fucking devil-worshipping freaks that rule the world. They're all 33-degree Masons, all three of them. They make no bones about it. They brag about it. They don't give a fuck. And they laugh at us. And The Simpsons is based in Springfield. And I've told you, the networks of Springfields across America, there's in 33 states have a Springfield. Well, guess where one of them is? And the Springfields are where they do the child trafficking. Just like the house that Gypsy and her mother were in. All the Springfields are for child trafficking. To move them around that way. Until they get to the final destination. All the Springfields. Okay? And that's why Simpsons named it Springfield. Okay? Now, remember, Gypsy was supposed to have that house. She was supposed to go with the Blanchards and call the police, and she was supposed to have killed Nick, and then she would have been given that house, and her child trafficking would have continued. Right? She's got to make money for him somehow, right? Well, guess what? Hammond, Louisiana is a 10-minute drive from Springfield, Louisiana. Yes, it is. Go look it up. That's what this bitch is doing. She's moving there to traffic children again. And we're going to be on her ass because I got people, I'm got people going to be watching her like the FBI fucking eye. You better believe it, Gypsy Rose. Gypsy Rose, I'm on to you, bitch. With your AI fake-ass baby and your bullshit, and now you think you're going to slide over to another Springfield again? Motherfucker, I'm going to have people watching you. I'm going to have people watching you night and day. See you guys in the next video.